So I used to be the president of an automotive suspension company, and I got into the business. I didn't know anything about it. And we went from being a 7-figure company to an 8-figure company, and then we eventually tripled and quadrupled the bottom line in like 4 years. And this was the biggest lesson that I took away. And I still use the product on my truck. It's this thing right here. And we worked with companies like John Deere and Winnebago, and we would do things for RVs, Airstream, work trucks, kind of anything in that realm. So I'm not going to edit from here. This is just how it went and the story. So hang out if you want to watch a longer video where I tell you a little bit more. So right when I got in, one of the first things that jumped out at me was that we were selling through a distribution model. And it's industry standard. You sell to a big distributor who has trucks and buildings all over the country. They sell to a retailer. That retailer then sells to a consumer, you or me. And the margin gets squeezed along the way. We would have to sell to them at 45 or 50% off. That was industry standard. And then they would sell slightly lower and then lower, right? And then it comes to you. And then I went to all the call centers as the president, and I just wanted to see what they were doing. And so they had like 1,000 products in their book, and mine was one of them. And unless I offered a crazy incentive and was in their ear every day, these people forgot about my product the second I left. And so that was the first problem. The second problem was that it was a major concentration risk. If they decided to carry my competitor tomorrow, then I would lose like a $500,000 order every month. Like it was big, it was significant. I thought, I'm a banker, like former banker, this is concentration risk at its finest. And so we flipped it. That's a push model where you push out to the consumer. And I wanted to do a pull model. So we were going to try and pull people into the brand to get them to walk into the store, ask for the product, for then that person to call their distributor to ask if they carried our product, for then the distributor to call me. And the same thing with like the OEMs, like Winnebago. And so I just started doing like guerrilla style tactics. I would go on Instagram for 30, 45 minutes a day, follow a hashtag like Ram ProMaster or Sprinter Van, and I would comment on anybody with under 10,000 followers. I would just make comments all day just to get them to come to our profile. I would go to RV like parks, you know, where they would have a big rally for van life. And I would be there doing the installs of the product on site to show them the value of it. And then I joined like, I don't know, 25 Facebook groups where I was just a resource, and I would answer questions about suspension and, you know, just kind of help any way I could. I didn't sell in any of these places. And then we would post content every single day, video content every single day. This is 2018-19, so it's not as big as it is right now where everybody's doing content. And what happened was it started to build momentum. People started to come into the store. I had distributors pissed off, right? Because we were doing 25% off on the website, and they were saying like, we'll pull all of your orders if you keep selling on the website.